Alright, loading up my Pillars of Eternity save game. Really want to try and... I don't know if we'll be able to finish everything tonight. You know, I kind of want to stream until I beat the game. I've got the rest of the DLC stuff to do. And then the last zone of the main campaign. I would like to beat the game this stream. I don't know, maybe not. I gotta be close. I don't have that many quests left in the DLC area. I might not be. I have no idea. Like I said, it's a blind playthrough. I have no idea. I would like to think I can, if not beat it, do a good chunk of it. Because I think most of the quests I have left in the DLC is Durgan's Battery. Let's take a look. This is the end of the game, main game quests. Durgan's Battery. This I have no idea. The dragon, that's gonna be tough. I have no idea where the Abbey of the Fallen Moon is. Maybe it's on inside Durgan's Battery. Those two quests to do. More Burial Isle stuff. This bounty is in I'm still missing one piece of Gerald's Helm, probably in the Durgan's Battery. I gotta go do this bounty, so let's go to Longwatch Falls. I don't know if I'll be able to beat this tonight or not. Let's just see how it goes, and we'll go from there. Even an 8-hour stream might not be enough. I don't know. We'll see. Hope in one hand, crap in another. Which is going to fill up first? Usually the crap. But I have hope, damn it. Depends on how long Durgan's Battery takes. I haven't even gone in there yet. Okay, so I'm looking for a bounty. So let's just go over here and maybe we'll run into him. Oh, I missed some loot. Wait a second. Why does my character... Okay. This is for Aloth to go through, so let's just put one in each player's thing. Of fortitude, of reflex, of will. Let's replace that. Okay. Oh, there he is. There's the bounty. Druid. Priest first. Actually, let's do Druid first because he's right there. You buff people.
Oh, yes.
Okay, let's try that again. Barbarian, Firedorn, Adrogen, Druid.
Let's go.
Let's see, nothing really overly good there.
Sure.
Alright, so let's head to Stalwart Village, turn in these bounties, see if there's more bounties for us to do.
Does everyone else see that Stelgar and the undersized breeches?
Just wanted to make sure he didn't have any more epic equipment for sale. Brought you Firethorn's head. That's a relief. Fellow like that was bound to cause trouble, even if he was crazy. Here, this is for you. Good experience. I'm here for the bounty on Old Durnard Hunting Lodge. Thank Galloway, and you, of course. I'll be honest, I'd worried those fools were going to end up here and burn down the rest of the village. It gives you a purse that's full almost to the point of bursting. Afraid I don't have any more bounties. Okay, so I'm done with bounties. Gerard's Helm. Abbey of the Fallen Moon. I have no idea. Let's do Durgan's Battery then. Oh wait, hold on. The Coal Eater. When Herivase arrived in the Black Hills of Abbott, it was not difficult to locate the great monster. From miles away, anyone with good eyes could notice passage simply by seeing the wake of destruction it left everywhere it walked. Walking upright on two legs, its skin was as black as the coal it was devouring, constantly shed enormous amounts of dark earth. Though the miners originally had no idea what had awoken the creature, Herivase learned that the mine where the creature had emerged had tunneled into the subterranean ruins of some ancient pre-Abbott civilization. An Amua scholar from Abbott assisted Herivase in delving the depths of the ruins and translate inscriptions that portrayed the Titan waking in ages past. By ringing a series of bells around the city's ruins, Herivase called the beast back to where it emerged from. Unfortunately, its return caused the collapse of most of the remaining ruins. Even so, the scholars of Abbott were pleased at the discovery. The miners of the area, though not happy to go back to work, were at least relieved that the great coal eater was no longer a threat. Okay, so another quest has been added. Lavender Wreath, major item, 1 to 2 average items. On a remote island in the Deadfire Archipelago, the famed apothecary Tama Watua creates potions and unguents that are renowned from Nassateak to the southern edges of the Eastern Reach. He boasts that the secret to his success is his location within the archipelago, from which he has access not only to a huge array of native creatures and plants, but also to merchants traveling from all the settled parts of the world. Lately, Tama's home and laboratory have come under attack by pirates, forcing him to flee from island to island almost every day. The apothecary's clients and Tama's many children have pled with the pirates to stop their pursuit. Receiving no sympathy from the pirates and no help from the mainland rulers of Abbott, they have turned to mercenaries in the Eastern Reach for help. Let's send Kana. Okay, so on to Durgan's Battery. Actually, nope, no, let's rest first. Get your guys' health back to full.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you?
I'd like
Top
a room.
quality bear pelt?
Let's see how close people are to leveling. Maybe Durgan's Battery will push him over the edge. You know what? I'm actually gonna modify this because I want to keep 3 together. Or I want to keep... Okay, I want her to be there, him be there, him there. That way, the 2 melee groups are somewhat balanced. Yeah, I like that. Durgan's Battery. One in the caverns, one in the watchtower. They're like Tusken Raiders. They walk single file to hide their numbers. Step in each other's footprints and stuff. Alright. Save our game and let's head on in. Durgan's Battery, finally. The gilded panel shows an image of a crenellated wall and an iron anvil that you socked into place. Examine the relief. We already talked about that yesterday, so... I believe it was HWA. I remembered the initials. I memorized it. Hammers of Durgan ring loud. May the anvil's deep music resound. Distantly you hear the melodic chime of metal on metal and the low chorus of a work song. Strike the anvil relief. As you do, a single ringing tone whistles through the air. Your hand buzzes and vibrates like struck metal. When you look back at the relief, the panels on either side of the wall and anvil have come alive. Ogres and warriors of all races gather for battle, their shapes and silhouettes formed by flaring, whorled heat patterns. The tiny figures move and dance, animated by the flicker and blaze of an unseen fire. It was HWA. Walls of the battery safeguard our works from marauder and wilder alike. You hear the heavy thud of some kind of mechanism loosened behind the plaque. Push the crenellated wall relief. It slides easily with the slightest pressure from your fingers. You guide it up and over the anvil relief, where it clicks into place. Beneath it is a deep cavity. It's shaped like a dragon's gaping jaws. So it was HWA, Abaddon's faithful travail by the forge, and the fires that brighten the war. Warm air gusts from the open mouth, tingling your cold, numbed face. Examine the mouth more closely. The heat billowing from the mouth prevents you from getting too close, but the rim of the cavity and the tiny teeth surrounding it are blackened with soot. You accidentally inhale some of the vapor. It's odorless, but it leaves you lightheaded. You also notice that the dragon's tongue is a fire striker. It's tinged and attached to a chunk of flint. Press the dragon's tongue to light a fire in the mouth. Fire catches the warm vapor with a billowing whoosh. The dragon's eyes are alight and flames lick at the edges of its mouth. A few seconds later, the panel's sliding away from you as the two enormous doors swing open into a grand hall.
Yeah.
You sense the presence of one of the other pieces of Geralt's helm nearby. Okay, so this is the last piece. Descend below the Great Hall.
Sure.
We used to sleep in places like this to conquer the fear of death. I will walk unseen. I do not miss it.
This statue of Abaddon is molded and tarnished, but each bolt and rivet appears crafted with meticulous detail.
You gotta see this.
We earned this. Durgan's steel has lined our halls in gold.
Your vanity dishonors Abaddon and cheapens us all.
These weapons are ours. Or have you two forgotten how to hold a sword?
The Malkachoa is strong today.
Emerald and Durgan Cogwheel. Okay, so let's go over here, see what's over here. Just looks like stairs up.
That didn't work.
Yeah. Right.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
Nothing really of note.
How long before the commandants come to blows?
Did you see the look in Maroon's eye? Exandro had better watch his back.
That didn't work.
Not a sound.
Melee damage bonus.
Traitors! Cowards!
Let's see. 10% melee damage. She's currently 0.1%, 0.1 to crit damage multiplier. 2% raw damage per wound. Okay, it's a definite upgrade.
Huh?
Oh, look here.
Zoltan's the only one with sense. Anyone who says otherwise is a fool.
That cheat sold our steel and kept the coin himself.
Maroon? She won't rest until our corpses decorate the halls.
Sounds like there was some betrayal. A bronze statue of Abaddon stands over incense, ash, and rusted metal tokens. It's funny how I can get into that room from the side. I wonder if I just can't get in these rooms or something. Let's check.
Steady does it.
If you say so. Got it done.
Damn you both! My generation built this keep to honor Abidan, not to further your greed and ambition.
We're Pergrunin. Our forefathers explored and conquered, but you've stuck us in this frigid hall.
Paved with gold and marble. I won't allow us to abandon our legacy for your delusions.
No, you'll peddle it away to line your pockets. How much have you made selling our steel, Zoltan?
Again with your lies. You think I don't hear you turning the others against me? These walls echo, and...
Enough! I'll send the Forge Guardians on both of you if that's what it takes.
I'll see what's ahead.
Sure.
Step lightly.
That's kind of a crappy ring.
If you say so. Got it done.
Decent boots. Let's take a look, see if they're an upgrade for anybody. +2 reflex, +2 unarmed damage, +1 constitution. Let's give these boots to her. Oh, I forgot a cloak. That's kind of tailor-made for her, I would think. Two enemies needed to flank, +2 perception. She gets surrounded a lot, so let's give that to her. Let's give him the damage reduction. That should be it for that. Record of production. Here's current account of this month's production. 20 longswords, 15 axes, 12 hammers, 7 maces, 2 flails, 7 full suits of armor for Forge Guardians, 3 additional suits of armor. If the commandants remark on production rates, kindly remind them that we received 3 different work orders from them. Vassal, Master Smith of Durgan's Battery. A note in another hand is written at the bottom of the page. What does Exandria need with so many Forge Guardians? Keep an eye on him. You think you glimpse flickers of movement in this tarnished cloud mirror. Nothing good. Let's go up. Actually, let's go over here first.
Let's go! Yeah.
And if I find something good, you can have half. Ain't that special?
Scroll. Rain. +10 deflection against rain attacks. Grants mirrored image. Bill of sale. You unroll the scroll and see an inventory of weapons and armor. Swords, shield, breastplates, and helms. All are listed as sold to a Lucan of Dunrid. The bill is signed by Commandant Zoltan, Coinmaster of Durgan's Battery.
Ain't that special?
Most of these crates and barrels are empty and several are overturned.
He's a traitor to
It
the
looks as if
battery.
they are cleared out in a hurry.
Oh, look at here.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
If you say so. That'll do.
Plate armor, potion. Potion. Oh, he's full up. I'm going to start giving some of this stuff to others. I'm going to have to do some inventory management. Okay, what is this? This can go back in the stash. I don't need that anymore. I did that quest. Encased within a thick sheet of ice, this dwarven corpse has been remarkably preserved, though its features are obscured by the frost. Clutched in the dwarf's hands is a large cloth-wrapped bundle, perhaps a pack. Hold a torch to the ice. You set your torch beside the frozen figure. By slow degrees, the ice around the dwarf's hands begin to melt, though the water occasionally threatens to douse your torch. In time, enough ice falls away that you are able to reach the satchel. Tug it open. The contents of the satchel are largely unharmed. You find a handful of stamped coins, some papers, and a scroll, along with a heavy iron key. Further searching uncovers nothing else. Rolled parchment. Marin's getting suspicious. I've got her sniffing after Zoltan for the time being, but she'll keep an eye on me. I had the lads put the last shipment in with the coal in a cart across the tracks. I'm counting on you to make sure it gets topside. You don't mind getting your hands dirty, right?
Yeah. Step lightly.
Sure.
Okay. So now we will go up in here, up in here, up in here.
She'll bring these walls down around us.
Letter to Zoltan. Esteemed Coinmaster Zoltan, I write to you in anger and bafflement. Have I not been a faithful customer to you? Have I not been fair in my dealings? Yet after all our business together, your people turned me away like some filthy beggar. I arrived at the battery a fortnight ago, frost in my beard and not a morsel in my belly. Barely had I unhitched the horses when your Commandant Exandru came to meet me. The priest told me that I would be made welcome, but my profane business would not. In short, I would have to leave at first light, my wagons empty. Certain that this was but a negotiating tactic, I told Exandru that I would of course see him compensated along with you. He left in a huff, and when I presented myself at the door, it was Commandant Maroon, your arms warden, who met me. She told me to leave at once, that she wouldn't have my coin-grubbing hands tarnishing Durgan steel. Now, I appreciate forceful bargainings as much as any man of coin, but I was cold, hungry, and put off by her vehemence. So I showed her the letter you had sent me, inviting me to examine your latest stock of Durgan steel. Commandant Maroon drove a rapier through the letter and sliced it in two. She then warned me that her blade, a fine weapon indeed, would be the last I ever laid eyes on if I did not hie back down the mountain at once. Never have I endured such humiliation and expense, only to return home empty-handed. I do not understand what has passed between you and your associates, but I urge you to take charge. I fear the other commandants will be your undoing. Indeed, that of all Durgan's battery, if you do not deal with them swiftly and decisively. Yours, Maestro Aneto of Kezero. And a diamond. Daily affirmation of focus and efficiency. Potion. Scroll.
Get out! Out!
Jesus, that freaked me out. Kind of freaky ghosts. Spirits, whatever you want to call them.
Margren's fire casts light in dark places.
Ain't that special?
Table, shields, and collapsed stone have been piled up to form an impassable barricade.
Yeah.
What?
Let's go.
Let's try that again.
Of course.
Got it done.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Wait, what's that? Is that a pet? No, a statue. Okay.
Right.
Oh, look at here.
Let's go in the door first. If it allows us in the door. Okay, so we got this room and this room to explore, and then the stairs. Save our game. It's been a bit.
He'll regret this.
Who's he and why are you just a disembodied voice? Do not remove any equipment from the armory without permission from Armsword Marin or Captain Gregor.
You gotta see this.
Alright, trapped. Let's undo said trap. Ooh, a medium shield. I don't have anybody that uses a medium shield though. Grants bashed. 10% of range attacks reflected back at attacker. Grants thrust of Thattered Veils on critical hit. That might be an upgrade for him, even though it's not a large shield. Fine hunting bow. Let's actually take a look. And why is this guy full again? Okay, he's using this. 16 deflection, minus 8 accuracy. 10% of incoming hits converted to grazes, plus 12 shield deflection. This one grants bash, which is a little more offensive, better against ranged, and grants thrust of Tattered Veils on critical hit. I think I'm gonna switch. Let's enchant it up and see what we get. Exceptional. Okay, let's see what's over here. Fine robe. Ooh, a belt. Grants knockdown 1 per encounter. It's a shitty belt, but it's still a belt. Does everybody have a belt? No. But I can, with this, I can manage to give her a knockdown per encounter. Oh, I just got battered helm. That might be the last helm piece. Yes! As it has twice before, your vision blurs and fades to black. When it returns, you find yourself on your knees, a shattered sword in your hand and a broken, battered helm in front of you. Your helm. You can feel blood pouring down one side of your face, and you know for certain that you will never see out of your left eye again. Arrayed around you in a circle are other warriors, some from your tribe, the rest from an enemy tribe. They watch the combat in silence. You're going to die, old man. Your opponent is brash, but young and strong. You still think single combat was a good idea? You do. Last winter's famine took a heavy toll on your tribe, and your warriors were in no shape to fend off an all-out attack from its enemies. Single combat was your tribe's only hope, but not if you lose. Once again, the world stops. The memories still trail awaiting your guidance. Take him down with you. You force yourself to your feet and toss away your broken blade. Summoning the last reserves of your energy, you charge your opponent. He's ready for you. His blade bites deep into your side, a mortal blow. He laughs, but the last laugh is yours. You are older, and you are slower, but you're still strong. You seize the young warrior's head, and with a roar of triumph, snap his neck and drops his corpse into the mud. You remain standing, sheer willpower keeping you up, until you're certain that you are the undisputed winner of the combat. It's not until the last of the enemy warriors have left your village that you allow yourself to collapse. The last thing you ever remember is the hands of your people reaching out to catch you. Yes, it's all coming back. My sister. My reign. The end. Oh, Geralt looks at his own spectral form with a sad surprise in his eyes, watching it begin to fade. But I've only just seen it. There's been so little time to know what to make of it all. Farewell, Geralt. He sighs. The wheel has no patience, it seems. I entrust my helm to your care. You find Geralt's helm in your hands, whole and unbroken. Farewell, my friend. Geralt's Chorus. +3 might and retaliation. This one is Athletic of Dex, immunity stuck. Same for him. Same for her. Gonna give this to him because he's the main tank. He gets hit the most. And then for her, the 2 stealth is good for her. Of resolve and of perception doesn't really do crap for him. Plus, I don't want him getting stuck, so let's do that. Really, I think that's good.
Huh?
Okay.
What?
Huh?
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
Durgan iron ingot and camping supplies. Let's go ahead and... Oh, my guys don't really need it. Let's finish exploring. We can always come back and grab this one if we need to. We got more places to explore anyways.
Laying low.
We've got to survive, by any means necessary.
We'll have blood in these halls before long.
The statue of Abaddon is molted and tarnished, but each bolt and rivet appears crafted with meticulous detail. Yeah, all that's left is the stairs over there, I think. Yeah. And whatever's behind door number 1 here. Arms Warden Maron. As you approach the doorway, a wave of essence ripples through the air. The ancient stones grind and groan around you, and a woman's voice echoes from the hall.
Stop right there. You must be some merchant come to speak with Zoltan.
There's a pause in which the woman's wrathful essence gathers like a storm cloud on the other side of the door. The entire room creaks from the pressure of her presence. Who's Zoltan? Another door?
Our illustrious coin master may let you plunder our armory, but I've got other ideas for dealing with your lot.
Her voice is sharp and loud, like the slamming of a door. As her words echo in the chamber, the ghosts startle and flinch, glancing about in agitation.
Turn and go before I show you how an arms warden deals with trespassers.
Who are you?
I'm Maroon, proud Pargrin and arms warden of Durgan's Battery. And you're answering my questions now.
A group called the Leaden Key is seeking something here. The ghost stirs, looking around and shivering. Their eyes widen and glow as they light on you, as if they're noticing you for the first time. Just as quickly, they gaze away and seem to forget you once more. But now they seem alert, wary.
Whoever you're searching for, I haven't seen them. And none get past me. Leave our halls. Go back to whatever land you hail from.
Your foundations were blessed by Abaddon himself. What harm could I possibly do?
You sound like Exandru. At least you're no friend of Zoltan's, then.
A gust of air sighs across your feet.
You may pass, but don't make me regret this. I'll be watching you.
Oh, excellent. So, we still got the stairs to deal with. But other than that, let's forge ahead.
Laying low.
That's stairs down. Let's go do the stairs up first.
I will walk unseen.
Upstairs first, then we'll go to the basement. Let's see what's upstairs.
Old man, I'd give you a taste of that fire you're pining for if we wasn't in such pleasant company.
The fires where I come from reduce metal to shapeless liquid. It's where your kind belongs, along with all the other abominations of animancy.
An upper section of the side of the tower is crumbled, blocking access from within. Blocking access within. +3 accuracy, that's kind of crap. Spell. There's a way to get up there as well, but that might... I don't know how. It's not through there. Let's go down. Maybe you have to, it's a situation where you have to go down to go up. Okay, let's save. And then we'll stealth and go down the stairs and see what's down there.
Steady does it.
Continue past the mines. sure there's nothing hidden.
We can't hold him off!
Fall back!
Heat rips and rises from great covered hallways below you. Something heavy broke through the rail and gouged a chunk out of the bridge.
Let's go!
This is...
Let's go!
Okay, so let's get you three attacking him, you three attacking her.
Let's go! Let's go!
That didn't work.
I'll keep an eye out.
Every bone of this skeleton has been snapped in two or more places. You know, I'm gonna start preparing for inventory cleanup, so I'm gonna dump all scrolls, all pots in here, because that will automatically stack them in the most efficient way. And then, before I go take on that dragon Alpine again, I'm going to better prepare and do buffs and all sorts of good stuff. I will be ready when I go back, I hope. It's getting to the point where I'm fighting with inventory, even with new characters. Is there a better way to stack it, or to put this stuff in inventory? Like, just let me make sure. Okay, so shift click puts it in inventory. Good. Okay, that way everything's going to be stacked. And when I'm ready to face the dragon, I'll unequip all those potions too.
Yeah.
Shattered skeletons lie prostrate before the shrine.
If you say so. Got it done.
Spell damage multiplier. That might be good for Outloth, possibly. Go down here first. See what's possibly down here.
Don't look back!
Keep running!
Heat from the level below prickles your skin. Something burns beneath you, but you can't see what. Let's see what's down here.
Let's go. Oh.
Beryl and Adrian dignitaries arrived at the stronghold. He was nearly set upon by brigands on the road, but your patrols intervened. He doesn't say what he wants.
I'll see what's ahead.
Campfire. Actually, let's go ahead and level up Durance. Don't want to take away the care about that. Let's get a bonus 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and camp. We got a campfire right there, so we'll still have 4 regardless.
Sure.
Okay, so let's go back up to here.
They're coming over the barricade!
It's a fine touch. Really opens up the hall.
Skeletons lie crushed beneath enormous stone slabs. Only a few bones protrude from the rubble, and they've been broken like twigs.
Right here.
The wall's been smashed into great jagged shards.
Sure.
Losing ground!
They're coming! To the mines!
Workshop.
If you say so. If you say so.
I can open that. Wow.
If you say so.
Figured her mechanics would be enough to do pretty much anything. Many of these bones have been ground into grit. Okay, I came from there. Okay, so these 3 should go after the priest, while these 3 engage the melee.
Let's go.
Many of these bones have been ground into grit.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
The breastplates and cuisses are all smashed or bent beyond further use. These stone slabs have shattered like pottery. A heavy bronze suit appears to have been ripped apart, its pieces scattered across the floor. To seek the White Forge in the north. A heavy bronze suit appears to...
Let us in!
They're coming!
To seek the White Forge in the north, the cold wind from the south, and bore our parents east. Oh great, riddles. Yay, riddles. Let's see if I can get into the workshop with this key. No, it looks like Sahua wants to talk.
A hopeless battle was waged in Durgan's battery. They seemed to know that their deaths had come, yet many fought on.
Even now, they continue to fight on.
Their bravery was not enough in the end.
He sighs.
They might have made great Alpazga warriors, if only they had been born to Khan.
Got it. I'll get it open. I'll get it open.
Right here, if you say so.
Hey, that's not nice.
I see what you're getting at.
I will try.
What? A simple test.
Okay. So nobody can open that at the moment. Let's go here and see what's over here. Okay, so level 16 is max level.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Hold them off! Move!
Abaddon's gears. They're coming.
Exceptional mace, diamond, sigil of the helm. It's for some quest item, obviously. The iron and copper deposits are spattered with blood.
Let's go!
I will walk unseen.
Let's go!
Right here?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Rocks choked the tunnel mouth as if it caved in or was purposefully collapsed some time ago. Boots of speed. They're kind of crap. Okay. Let's go down here.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
Let's go this way. Yeah, I was pretty sure this met into the... This was the other path.
For the battery!
Let's see. Can't get in there yet. Have a path there and have a path there and something down here I haven't explored yet.
We're outnumbered!
Let's go up here. I'm not ready to do that yet. Finish exploring.
Steady does it.
The iron and copper deposits are spattered with blood.
Listen, you hear that?
Erasmer's letter. Something was hastily scrawled across this page. It reads, Floro, we're trapped here, but I take heart in knowing you're safe below. When this ends, take whatever you can carry and leave for Fort Bone Picker at once. Take our nephew if you can. It's not safe here. Keep this with you. Your love, Erasmer. The other side looks like a poem, but it's obscured with dirt.
Laying low. Are we safe here?
Quiet.
Check over this way.
Hurry! We can hide here!
They're going to come for us here, and...
This dwarf's remains lie on the floor, covered in dirt and swathed in cobwebs. Essence drifts nearby, hanging in the stale air like dust motes. Search the body. A key glints in the dirt next to the corpse's femur. As you examine it, the nearby spirits grow restless, growling and fidgeting. Reach out to the essence. It takes a little additional effort, but you manage to gather the floating essence to you. You work your way into it and suddenly find yourself immersed in the soul's memory. The shock hits you with an almost physical force. Your heart hammers within your chest. Other Parganin rush past you, retreating or attacking. It's gotten hard to tell. You're running along a dark tunnel, pushing your overtaxed body as fast as it will go. Your heart pounds harder with each step. Concussive thumps echo above you. Each one seems to resound in your heaving chest. You pass the mines and reach the main hall. It's packed full of shouting, shoving, and panicking dwarves. Even if you could reach the door at the other end without getting trampled or beaten to death, or something in the fear of the crowd tells you it's already locked. The tunnel behind you rings with screams. You had another dial for the door to the forge below, but it's locked in the workshop on the other side of the barricade. The sounds of battle grow closer. You race to the mines, ignoring the building pressure in your chest. You scurry deeper into the mines, losing track of your path. The tunnel seemed to close around you. You stumble and fall. You try to pull yourself up, but your arm is dull with pain. Even though you've stopped, you can't quite catch your breath. For the first time, you notice a squeeze and agony in your chest. Darkness gathers around you. You pull back from the memory, gulping for air. Take the key. You push the bones aside and grab the key. As you do, you hear screams of horror and fury. The dead of Durgan's battery converge on you, their unnatural teeth and claws bared.
Let's go!
Let's see what we got.
The skeleton's ribcage has been smashed into fragments. Okay, let's see what's down here. The only thing we haven't done is whatever with this minecart. Oh, more enemies. Now that I've pissed them off because I took the key. What? I don't even know what was so special about that key.
Let's go!
Step lightly.
Let's go! Nice and slow.
Ooh, another belt of Constitution 3. Okay, belts of Might 3. Might, Tenacity Hardy. Stalker Fast Draw of Dex. Let's give her that instead. Regeneration. Grants knockdown 1 per encounter, whereas this will help her more. Okay. Let's see what the deal is with the minecart.
Stop them!
again.
Let's go. Let's go.
Good thing I'm freshly greased.
Sure.
Alright, let's save our game and then see what happens with this minecart. This empty minecart sits upon the tracks leading down a dark mining tunnel. There is a lever beside it. Look inside the cart. The cart is empty, if dusty and patchy with rust, and large enough that a group of kids might fit inside. Uncomfortably. Continue. I could climb in, but I don't want to yet. I want to see if that key I got opens the door to the workshop. Is there anything else here besides that? Oh, and see, there's another path. So let's check the workshop.
Not a sound.
That's true.
Arthek Worthen Roth.
This is a map of the mines, but various tunnels and choke points have been marked off with arrows and X's. It looks like a hasty battle plan.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see what's ahead.
Stone dial. Obviously going to be used for opening something. A freezing draft filters through the collapsed wall. It looks as if something broke through from the outside. Blood. Oh, wow. Okay, that is an excellent helm. Let's finish exploring this room in case we encounter any traps, and then we'll use a campfire.
Ain't that special?
These scrolls catalog quantities of ore and minerals taken from the mines. Okay. Let's go ahead and rest and figure out who's going to wear that helm. Okay. I'm inclined to put it on him. Because, you know what? Maybe her. Somebody that kills a lot. Her, maybe. Yeah, let's put it on her. She can use the extra defense. And that way she doesn't get charmed. Okay, so we finished exploring there. We need to go down this tunnel.
Let's go.
Why am I missing one person?
Hey.
Oh, how'd he get down there?
I'm stuck over here.
Lavaru Pia.
Sure.
Margren's fire casts light in dark places.
Huh?
Okay, so...
Sure.
Margren's fire casts light in dark places.
See what's in here. living quarters, maybe.
Blasphemy!
Despite the years of weathering where the helmets on the other armors in the room are plain and lusterless, this one is brighter and more reflective. This armor has been posed brazen behind a broad shield, thick and sturdy as a city gate. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to be fighting these guys here shortly? The sword wielded by the suit armor is covered in fine detail work, far more intricate than that of the armor itself. A hole bores into the stone. Its edges are blackened and gritty with soot. Okay, let's save and see what each one of these little panels does. Makes one of them come alive, perhaps? This is probably those symbols I've been collecting in here. A circular depression carved into the stone sits below the relief of a dwarven warrior. The armor-clad figure is charging ahead against an unseen enemy. Inspect the stone carving. 3 holes puncture the bottom of the circular depression. Their edges seem worn, as if something had scraped against them. Above the depression, a dwarf appears to ready a charge, holding a shield low and a sword high. Circular depression carved in stone sits below the relief of dwarven warrior. The armor-clad figure stands guard against an unseen enemy. Inspect the stone carving. 2 holes puncture the bottom of the circular depression. Their edges seem worn as if something had scraped against them. Above the depression, a dwarf appears to ready to defend against a charge, holding a shield high and a sword low. So there's a hammer, a shield, and a sword. Inspect the stone carving. 1 hole punctures the bottom of the circular depression. Its edges seem worn as if something had scraped against them. Above the depression, stepping onto the corpse of a vanquished foe, a dwarf holds his own helmet high in sign of victory. Insert the sigil of the helm into the depression. You hold the symbol in place, matching its protrusion against the holes in its circular depression. They align perfectly. A gentle push is enough to slide the symbol into its receptacle. You hear a faint clicking sound behind the stone wall. Insert the sigil of the sword into the depression. You hold the symbol in place, matching its protrusions against the holes in the circular depression. They align perfectly. A gentle push is enough to slide the symbol into its receptacle. You hear a faint clicking sound behind the stone wall. I don't have the shield stone carving. Maybe that's what this is. Shh. One-handed mace. Either rogue or priest. %10 chance to cast blind on hit or critical hit. It's a good weapon. If I had to choose between these 2 daggers, which would I get rid of? I think I'd have to get rid of Drawn in Spring. Blind Soul. Yes. Cause the blinded affliction 13 times with Night Shroud to unlock the next level. Okay. Let me look to see if she actually has weapon mastery for maces. Yes, she does, because it's part same as dagger. Excellent, 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 excellent.
These are Abydon's treasures!
Ain't that special?
What?
You profane Abydon. Sacred ground.
Let's go. Let's. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes.
Where am I missing one of the one of the symbols at? Maybe down here. Examine the socket. The depression about 3 finger widths deep with a few small stone fragments jutting out from within the wall. Some pieces seem to rotate independently along slots, but they have no obvious effect in and of themselves. Place the stone disc in the socket. At first the disc does not seem to fit until it is oriented in a specific way. You hear a quiet click of casings as it sinks into place. Nothing appears to happen right away, however. On the disc itself, an arrow-shaped protrusion points north. Push the disc. The dial spins out of your hand. It makes a complete revolution and rises so it's flush with the rings once more. It comes to rest with the arrows pointing north. Okay, so I need to come back to that. Let's see what's down here, and then we're going to check out the minecart tunnels first. Okay, so west, south, east. Okay, so north, west, south, east. Okay, so that's counterclockwise. Dial rotates easily enough, though you hear a peculiar rattling behind the wall. The dial comes to rest with a faint click. The arrow points west. Now we do counterclockwise again to point it south. Dial rotates. Dial comes to rest with a faint click. The arrow points south. Counterclockwise again. East. Push the disc. Dial spins out of your hands. It makes a complete revolution, rises so that it's flush with the rings once more. Comes to rest with the arrow pointing north. As you turn away, you hear a faint grinding of stone. The dial faces north once more. Okay, hold on. North, south, east. North, south, east. Wait, I'm missing one. North, west, south, east. Okay, it's currently at north, west, south, east, then back north again. Push the disc. To seek the White Forge in the north, reach Old Valley in the west, a cold wind from the south, and bore our parents east. Okay, that... Let's come back to this. This is obviously the way forward. Let's see what the minecart tunnels have to do, if anything. Save our game. Climb in. You and your allies clamber into the minecart in a graceless jumble of jabbing elbows and weapons. Pull the lever. With a shriek of grinding metal, the lever slides into place. The cart gives a mighty shudder, then starts rolling slowly along the track. The minecart moves downhill and quickly gathers speed. On the next rise, it becomes clear that there is some form of enchantments upon the track. The cart loses none of its momentum. After a sharp turn, you find yourself rapidly approaching a fork in the track. One track leads left and another upward and to the right. Look around quickly. You notice another lever set along the side of the tracks. The minecart hurtles along towards it. Grab the lever as you pass. Who will grab the lever? Have Eder do it. In a show of agility, Eder manages to hang over the side of the cart and grab the lever as it comes along. The lever slams into place and the impact nearly knocks Eder out of the cart. There's a grinding noise and then the tracks shift ahead of you. Just in time, the cart rattles onto the right track. After a dizzying... Thank you, Battle.net. Thank you so much. After a dizzying series of turns and twists, the minecart slows, then stops at the entrance to a new cavern.
Keeping quiet.
Okay, I'm going to have to save and reload my game because sometimes when this game all tabs out, the frames per second tanks drastically. And thanks to Battle.net updater, guess what? It's... Let's see if just all tab. Nope, gonna have to load. Apologies, you can thank Battle.net for that one. That's better. Dented minecarts and heaps of rubble block this tunnel. There's the sigil of the shield. Another minecart sits at the mouth of an ascendant tunnel. You cannot be sure where it leads apart from out of this room. Hop in. You and your companions clamber to the minecart. You pull the lever and hear the now familiar whine of rusty wheels as the minecart starts rolling along the track. After a series of gentle twists and turns, the cart approaches a familiar cavern. Let's make sure there's no other way to go. No, there wasn't. Okay. My guy's got headaches now. And other problems. But we got the last sigil. Insert the sigil of the shield into the depression. You hold, hear a faint clicking sound behind the stone wall. I think that was just to disable the traps, to be honest. Shh. Which is a moot point, because I missed one. Just make sure. Yep. Okay, so we need to figure out this puzzle here.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
Gonna save my game. I need to go bio real quick and get a new drink. So I will be a minute. I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so we need to figure out how to work this. Okay, so to seek the White Forge in the north, reach Old Valley in the west, a cold wind from the south, and bore our parents east. A cold wind from the south and bore our parents east. Reach Old Valley in the west. West, south, east. West, south, east. That I've already done that. Let's try the opposite. West, south, east. Maybe you have to push it each time. Let's try that. West, push the disc. South, push the disc. You press the disc as the arrow points south. You feel a satisfying thunk and notice that the dial has sunk a fraction of an inch into the depression. The door is still locked, but this feels like a step in the right direction. Okay, so south first. A cold wind from the south. And bore our parents east. So southeast, then west. Let's try that. Okay, so it's not east, so let's do south. West. And now let's do east. Push the disc. After another small thud, the dial sinks a hair lower into the stone mold. The change is almost too small to see, but it seems to indicate progress. So now north. Push the disc. You press the disc as the arrow points north. At first, nothing seems to happen, but after a few seconds pass, the disc recedes deeper into the socket. You hear a clunk and a rattle of chains, and the door nearby swings open. The way is clear.
I'll see what's ahead.
Okay, so we are done in the mines. Save our game and go down the stairs. Progress! Let's also look at our quests. The White Forge. Continue past the mines. Alright, let's head downstairs, see what's there. Find the White Forge. Oh, Lavender Lie completed. Joining 5 other Eastern Reach mercenaries, Conan becomes a passenger on an Omoa longship. Swift and full of weapon-bearing sailors, the ship came into regular conflict with pirates during the pursuit of Tama's kidnappers. Eventually, Kama and the crew spied the valiant caravel holding Tama and were able to overtake it before it reached open water. With grapples and a fair share of acrobatics, the mercenaries and Omoa sailors boarded the caravel with Kana in tow. The battle on the ship's deck was so thick with pistol fire that the smoke made it difficult to tell friend from foe. In the confusing melee, Kana came face to face with the pirate captain. In the subsequent scuffle, the longship collided with the caravel and sent it lurching. The captain slid down a length of the deck and was knocked overboard by a poorly secured cannon. With their leader sinking beneath the waves, the remaining pirates quickly surrendered or dove into the water in an attempt to escape to a nearby island. Upon Tama's return, his friends and family held a huge feast to honor him, Kana, and everyone else that helped save them. Okay. Several skeletons have been laid alongside one another. Their legs and ribs are broken, but a dented Abaddon statuette has been left among them. Okay, let's... Oh, I can level Panzeric up. Last level. Athletics. Mechanics. Stealth might be a little more useful. Wait, how does he not have a weapon-focused greatsword? Let's exit and look before we... Because this is the last level he'll get to go. Weapon focus. Two-handed style. But no weapon focus. Interesting. Let's do weapon-focused greatsword. Anybody else can level? No, not yet.
Huh?
Let's save our game and continue on.
Right.
Together. We're in this together.
I'll organize the troops to guard the stairs. We can hold them off for a while.
Vazel's repairing the Guardians. Elune's preparing for the...
You can't be serious about this. Let's just wait those monsters out. Abydon wouldn't let us...
Abydon rewards earnest work, not begging and cowering. We must hurry.
So they went that way. Okay.
Let's see what we got.
Let's see what's over this way first.
Arm yourselves, soldiers!
Armory.
If you say so.
Can't unlock it, which means I need a key. Something pulled this construct apart like a child's toy. Wonder if it's a fire dragon.
We'll give ourselves for the battery.
What?
Take that!
Sure.
Laying low.
Okay. So we got that room that we can't open. We got this room that is open. Let's go here first. A star pattern crack radiates from the center of this table, as if a hammer or mace smashed it. A pair of skeletal hands protrudes from beneath it.
If you say so. That'll do.
We already have one of those. It's okay. But not better than what I have. Can't get in there. So let's see what's in this doorway.
Stand your ground!
Okay, let's see what's down here.
Fetch our best armors. They must stand up to the heat.
Cracked skulls and
Right away,
splintered
Master
bones
Vaza.
lie in a jumble. Most of the remains have been ground into dust. These pliers, picks, and awls were made for shaping metal. Dried blood flakes off of them like rust. Armory key. I bet you that's the door I couldn't open.
See this. If you say so. If you say so. Got it done.
Atmosphere.
Ain't that special?
Alright, good. Let's go ahead and use a campfire then. Okay, so this is probably the armory. Or this might be the armory. Pargrin histories lie open and abandoned. Some are missing pages.
The records are here. Keep searching.
Ancient scrolls have been yanked out of the
this
shelves
safe,
and left on the
Curati
floor.
Loon?
No, it's necessary.
Oh, look at here.
More scrolls. Torn scrolls and books with broken spines litter the floor below the shelves. Plus 10% damage to flank targets. Annals of the Pargrin. It was in the time of Eldrahill that the Surfer that became to Cleoban Relag, an ancient place of the builders, as the locals call them. It was a marvelous sight. Well, this is just a regular book. I haven't been reading those. This must be the armory. Okay, so that's the same sneak attack bonus. Okay.
Step lightly.
Huh?
Exceptional. Let's see what that is. Let's see what that is. That's okay. Another campfire. Exceptional, fine. So the armory is crap. Okay. Grants knockdown 1 per encounter. Okay, that belt's crap. Grants quickness, which is 15% attack speed, which is great. But not better than that. Not better than that. Bonus melee damage from wounds. Melee damage bonus, that's 10% melee damage. Versus 15% attack speed. Plus 5 accuracy. Plus 9 deflection. So we're going to give that to her. And that can get stashed. Okay. So let's continue down here.
Good thing I'm freshly greased.
Quickly! There's not much time!
Elune, we've never introduced this much essence into the White Forge.
Abidan gave us the tools, Vasil. We've got to make them work.
Books and pages scrawled with equations and measures of essence are scattered across this table as if someone went through them in a hurry. leave it alone for now.
Nice and slow.
If you say so. Got it done.
Save our game first. Not sure what's we're about to reach for. It's always a little dangerous putting your hand in a pool of water and finding an object. You don't know what that object is. Your skin prickles as you approach the vat. It teems with soul energy, with lives spent and stored thrice over. Essence roils like churning water, running over ancient pipes and gears. But there within the vat itself lies a heavy stone disc, rune engraved and pale as bone. Reach for the object. You feel a chill run up your arm the moment your fingers brush the disc's surface. Whispers erupt from the stone around you, and out of that chorus rises a single steady voice.
Stop! These methods belong to us! To the Pargrunin!
What is this? Years of toil.
Years of toil. The pride of a generation. You would steal from us? From the...
Abidan himself. You will regret your trespass.
You hear a grinding, clicking noise in the hall. Something moans and snarls outside.
Keeping an eye out.
You gotta see this.
Let's go ahead and level her up. For the last time. One in stealth. Survival. Plus 10 defense against charmed, terrified, frightened, dominated, confused attacks. Yeah, definitely.
You gotta see this.
Let's go! Let's go!
Leave it to me!
Let's...
Yes? Step lightly.
does the flame reveal?
Okay, so let's level him up for the last time. Let's do the same thing. Mental fortress. Well, no, on him, let's do body control.
Yeah.
I need to remember to put it on the stash by default. Okay, so let's go ahead and go up this way.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
We'll hold them off as long as we can.
Something pulled this construct apart like a child's toy. This wall was a yard thick in solid stone, yet something broke through it.
Let's go. Step lightly.
Meditate on those who came before you, and those who go beyond you. Remember first your father, and last your younger brother, but know all Parngun is kin. The corners of this tablet are chipped, but it's otherwise in good condition. It reads, "We plant ourselves in a strange and wild land, but remember well our roots. Though we are distant, know us still as kin." Cracks snake across the stone tablet. The edges have been worn smooth over centuries of handling. It reads, "We who stand shoulder to shoulder alongside the oldest of Kith empires send you forth. Honor us as we remember you."
Got it done.
Ability area of effect. give her a real ring. The letters on this tablet are crisp and deep, as if chiseled recently. They read, "Though our towers of stone are surrounded by gates of coral, we are Pargrun still. Write our names in your halls and your hearts." This globe is marked with the various Parungan settlements around Aora. The gilded globe has been crafted with exquisite detail. Mountains of hammered gold rise over mirrored smooth seas, and the rivers that carve the continents are as thin and neat as if they've been carved with a razor. 3 perfect sapphires mark locations in Rattay, Old Valia, and the Living Lands. The bronze band that circles the globe is inscribed with 3 repeating lines. "Remember all Pargan, from the oldest before you to the youngest who follow you. Examine the globe." The rounded sapphires are just large enough for you to press them with your thumb. You test them and feel some kind of spring-loaded mechanism beneath them, but you can't determine anything further. Okay, I think these tablets... First your father, and last your younger brother. But no all Parngan is kin, so I'm looking for the oldest first. The oldest of Kith empires. Wild lands. Gates of Coral, that would be the Amoa area. So okay, so Old Valia, then Living Lands, then the Sapphire and Rattay. As the last sapphire snaps into place, the globe glows with veins of brilliant blue light. Then it rotates a quarter turn. As the light dies out, you hear clanking gears and grinding stone from one side of the room.
Yeah.
I'll see what's ahead.
Treasure vault. Ooh, that's a new unique one-hand battle axe. The rest is crap. Spell damage multiplier, good, but not for anybody here. Of Constitution 3. +2 reflex. Let's just take a look at that and that. Okay, so who deals with one-hand weapons? He does, but does he focus on does he have battle axe as one of his weapon specializations? He does. So let's see if that's an upgrade for him. He's using Purgatory. Let's check out the battle axe. 14 to 20 slash damage, 0.5% to crit damage multiplier, 10% chance to catch nature's mark on crit or hit. +20 defense against disease, poison attacks, grants purge toxins. It's not really that good for him. So, who else uses one-hand weapons? She does, but I don't think she uses battle axe as her weapon focus. No, she does not. What about her? What's her weapon focus? She can use a battle axe. Alright. 14 to 21. Uh, 20 to 29. Let's see what happens if we enchant it. $18 to 26, so now it's on par with Cat Claw. Let's get rid of Cat Claw and use that Battle Axe. And this belt is of Constitution 3. Nah. +2 reflex on the boots. That's also +2 reflex. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go down here first.
Abidan, guide us.
Thing is.
Let's go.
Light, flame, and sound. Repeat to ourselves.
Okay, so this is stairs down.
We'll stand ready, Commandant.
Let's see what's in here, I guess, first. Then we'll take the stairs. Not sure where the stairs lead.
Keeping an eye out.
Strengthen us with your flame, Lord Abidan.
temper us for the crucible ahead.
A bronze statue of Abaddon stands over incense ash and rusted metal tokens. Find the White Forge. Awaken the White Forge. Let's see. Level up her. Body control on her because she gets stunned and stuff a lot. Bones chipped but whole have been swept into a pile.
If you say so. Got it done.
It looks as if these skeletons were once stacked, but they've fallen apart as their connective tissues rotted away. Give that to her because she doesn't have a real other ring. Now she has at least another ability.
The Guardians will hold the door as long as need be.
Everyone else is ready. So few of us remain.
Lord Abidan, guide our hands and steel our hearts. Give us the mercy of your forge.
I've seen better.
The pillar tugs at your essence. A pulse from the world itself moves through it. The interior of the forge is crusted with dark rippled stone. I'm gonna hold off on touching whatever's in that water. A few tokens, filthy coins, and tattered ribbons have been scattered in this bone pile. Okay, so there's stairs up there. Alright, let's go ahead and rest. We'll take that last bonfire from the box. We've had a few others scattered around. We could always go back and find those if we absolutely need. Or we could just buy. They're cheap enough. This leads to the battery watchtower. Oh, it's the second half of the watchtower that I need. Or that I saw there was a way up. Let's save our game first. Maybe I should do that first, but screw it. Screw it. We'll just see what's in this little thing first. A large stone dragon skull stands silent vigil at one end of the circular chamber. Within its maw is a network of steel dividers, tubes, and vents, indicating that this impressive construction served as the furnace for the White Forge. There's a shallow basin at the foot of the furnace, and in the eye sockets of the skull itself are golden rings, evidently meant to house some manner of gem or instrument. Examine the forge. The dragon skull gazes down upon you with hollow eyes. Both have gleaming golden rings working into the sockets, and both of these stand empty. In the basin at the base of the furnace, you note a rectangular gap, as if something once sat within. Let's actually go check this out first. Because I know I think it's probably just a secret treasure room or something like that. There was a second level to that battery tower I could not reach earlier before I entered Durgan's battery. So let's check this out before we go doing whatever they want us to do to awaken the White Forge.
Oh, I knew that Malkachoa was bad.
The crumbling edge of this long platform suggests that there was once stairs leading down from here, perhaps joining with the pathways some distance below. Seems a manageable jump from here on this side, but you doubt you'd be able to return the same way. Stay put then, because this is our quick way out of Durgan's battery. That's their plan. Okay. I just wanted to check, make sure it wasn't like a treasure room or something. And that I'd have to go all the way through Durgan's battery again to reach it. Save our game in case we screw this up. 83 hours we've been playing Pillars of Eternity. And I'm not even sure if this is White March DLC Part 1 and 2, or if I'm still on Part 1. And I have all of Part 2 to go. Place an address sphere in the left eye socket. With a little climbing, you're able to reach the eye socket and carefully wedge the sphere into place. It fits snuggling. You think you sense a small ripple of energy as the eye is set within. You feel a faint vibration through the skull. It grows in intensity until the very ground seems to shake. Loose cobblestones rattling in their setting. You leap from the furnace to confront what is coming.
What stirs in the heart of the battery?
Let's make sure. I get the feeling these gold statues are going to come to life. Place an address sphere in the right eye socket. The air shifts almost imperceptibly around you. The address sphere you place suddenly blazes with an orange light, fading from a blinding brightness to the vibrant glow of a campfire. A thin smoke rises from both orbs, and in the depths of the furnace you think you hear the rattling of machinery.
Heat. Tremors. They return.
Okay. Nothing's alive as of yet. I know those statues are coming to life. I'm not stupid. Place the stone disc in the hollow space behind the basin. You place the stone disc into the basin and find that it fits perfectly within the hollow. Before your eyes, the disc turns of its own accord, rotating this way and that before finally sinking into position. From deep within the furnace comes a startling metallic screech, as if some hidden mechanism has come to life. From the vents around you rises hot, stale air and the glow of rising fires. A gust of hot air erupts from the stone dragon's maw. Molten ore drips from the basin, and dark billowing smoke begins to gush from between the skull's fangs. You hear another rending shriek, but not of machinery. Around you rises a chorus of howls, bodiless voices raised in rage and despair.
Remember yourselves, Pargrunen! Defend the battery!
What? Cannot land a...
That didn't work.
Okay. Nothing really overly good there.
Sure.
I can do something with this address stone now. Save our game again. That wasn't that bad a battle. I knew those statues were coming to life. They don't put statues like that just lying around for no reason. They're gonna come to life.
Stop, Marauder! Our bodies are dust already. Must you profane holy ground with further violence?
Flames roar and whip from within the forge. As they rise, their glow washes the room in a gory crimson light.
Did the height of our walls offend you? Did we cross your borders? Sell you weak steel? Tell us, why did you invade our fortress?
Behind the anger and through the roaring flames, you hear the voice of a tired old man. Lore 5, Durgan's battery has been deserted for over 200 years.
No, that cannot be. Abydon wouldn't allow it.
The flames flicker and shudder, and the stones beneath your feet grow suddenly cold.
Wake up, Exandru! This is why Abydon gave us the White Forge, that we might take up arms and deal with villains like this.
Heat surges once again from the forge, prickling your skin.
Such a magnificent device, and she can only see it as a tool for war. She shames our grandparents, who wandered this continent and...
Quiet, both of you! Can't you feel it? This chill. This silence.
The fires crackle and snap.
But you entered our keep and found it abandoned. Ruined. What happened to us?
His questions drifts from the mouth of the White Forge, wreathing you like a cloud of smoke. Stories say that you fought amongst yourselves and destroyed one another.
We fought, yes. But only with words. Ideas. Yet it was enough. Our divisions left us unprepared for what came next.
I'd never seen anything like them. Twice the size of any ogre, and positively fearless. They were...
eyeless. Yet no matter how hard we fought, or how deep we hid, they kept coming for us.
What were they?
Some kind of magfolk, but bigger than any we knew of. We who survived never got close.
They were relentless. Unnaturally so.
Why did they attack you? They didn't stop to explain themselves, yet I wondered at what monstrous wilder might survive in a place like this.
We should have taken our steel and pushed east.
What's to say they didn't come from the east? From the lands Maroons so coveted?
It was a punishment for taking this gift of Abidan, the White Forge, and squandering it on our greed and vanity.
The other voices say nothing, but you feel their doubt and dissent in the stifling heat of the forge. Go on.
We retreated until there was no place left to go. Until those of us who remained were here.
Here, with the salvation Abidan had left us.
What was this salvation?
The White Forge. With it, our smiths pulled the souls from our bodies and preserved them in the very stones of Durgan's battery.
So the dwarves never expired. Not truly.
It was agony. Feeling your soul ripped from your flesh. Feeling every part of you torn asunder. But it saved us.
Imprisoned us.
It was Abidan's grace. Now, we inhabit the monument our people built to the White Forge.
What does this have to do with Abidan?
The White Forge belongs to Abidan, of course. It is here that he built his own body.
And whether he found this place or created it, it's a truly remarkable smithy.
We Pargrunin are wanderers by nature. But it was Abidan's call that led our forefathers here after generations spent along the Pearl Coast and Air Glonfath.
So the old stories say. Then again, I can't see any other reason our grandfathers would have stayed here when greener lands lay east.
How does the White Forge work?
Its fires have been blessed by Abidan. They're fed by Eora's molten heartbeat and veined with Audra that runs to the center of the world.
Which explains their conductive power. See, these Audra veins allowed us to siphon essence into steel as we shaped it.
And that essence, the extraordinary heat of the forge, and our smith's skill is what made Durgan's steel so remarkable.
I see, and now you're here, in Durgan's battery.
Stuck here, you mean? With all the others who sought to escape the Eyeless.
Well, my character is stoic and rational, so let's do the stoic response. To observe the passage of centuries in peace and solitude. That would be perfection.
Reliving memories of a lost battle and feeling the gradual crumbling of these stones. Had we thought longer on the fate that awaited us, we might have chosen a quick death to this slow agony.
Blasphemy! There's no greater honor than remaining here, watching over the White Forge.
You think so?
I only wish we could protect this humble monument better.
Or do something. Anything. We were once among the greatest smiths in the known world. Tell me, do Kith still speak of us?
Gotta go stoic. Would it matter now? Let go of this obsession with your reputation.
But it's more than our reputation. It's our legacy. What was the point of our work, our sacrifice, if it's so quickly lost?
Yet if our lives and labors are so easily forgotten, what was it that brought you here?
I'm hunting a group called the Leaden Key, and they were seeking a way into the battery. At this admission, you feel a softening in the essence of the Pargrunin. In one moment, each soul and fragment is distinct, and in the next they form an indistinguishable host. You perceive them as a school of fish caught in a tide, a flurry of snowflakes on the wind, a pantry full of fragrant spices.
Then I hope you're satisfied with what you found here.
At least you get to leave this place.
But it was good to be remembered, however briefly.
As the souls of Durgan's Battery speak to you, their collective essence takes shape, much like Merwald's did. There are scores of them, all torn by conflicting purposes and trapped in the memory of their lost battle. You taste the bitterness of their uncertain existence and feel the persistent ache of centuries. It is slow, agonizing fate, but you find it in your power to grant them another. You're free to roam again, return to the wheel and seek new lives. You perceive the tenuous connections between the souls and the battery. As you sever them, the souls cry out, some in relief and others in rage. Pressure builds in the ether, which swarms with essence and energy. You cover your ears and grit your teeth against the devastating hum that builds in the core of your soul. The White Forge is now available for your use. It has the unique ability to refine Durgan iron ingots. Multiple iron ingots are required to create a single refined ingot. After refinement, these ingots can be used at any time in enchanting recipes to augment weapons, shields, and armor of Durgan steel. Cool. Let's talk to him. So the dwarves
of Durgan's Battery did not destroy themselves after all. They fell to invaders.
It's possible someone survived and escaped this place.
We have discovered things thought to be lost. Their influence may yet persist.
His eyebrow perks.
But we have seen no invaders, and the battery was shut. Did they come only to destroy the dwarves, and then leave?
Huh?
Is everybody already level 16? You would think that would, No, he's on the verge. Huh. Everybody's 16 but the tank. Let me just take a look and see what kind of stuff that allows. Not to that weapon, obviously. 15% attack speed, 0.3 to crit damage multiplier, 20% of hits convert to crit. God dang. That's pretty awesome. How do you get more Durgan steel, though? I have a quest. I don't need that. No, I have a quest. So the White March. Okay, so I haven't done part 2 of White March. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to use any of the Durgan steel ingots until after I have maxed everybody and decided on their endgame weapons, so to speak, which means getting through as much of the quests as possible and stuff.
By the time you stepped out of Durgan's battery and into the new snow outside, word had already spread of strange lights rising from the fortress and energy crackling in the sky. The survivors of Starward flocked to Durgan's battery, their steps hastened by the promise of peace and prosperity at last. They mended their walls, gathered their strength, and prepared their town for the new opportunities that were sure to come. And with the voices of Durgan's battery silent at last, none heard the distant groan of something stirring among the peaks. As massive and relentless as an avalanche.
Probably those eyeless things. You've completed Pillars of Eternity, the White March Part 1. To begin the next chapter of the story, rest in any location outside of the White March. Alright. Jump across. Okay. Enemies? That's interesting.
Let's go.
Time to head to Stalwart, or not to Stalwart Village, actually. We're gonna head to our stronghold. We still have 2 people there, though she'll be gone. She was not doing anything of interest, I don't believe. Let me see here. Greta, what's her name? Yeah, she was wanting experimental prisoner subjects. Screw her. But the other guy is of interest. Good. Get lost, Greta.
Last thing that you...
You know, I have that quest for that 2-hand sword that's bound to the priest by mistake, and he can't use his quarterstaff. I've gone through the whole White March Part 1 DLC, and nothing has triggered the next step in that. I wonder if it's old content I have to visit. Maybe I need to start wandering. Start from the beginning and work my way forward, visiting every zone. So Beryl's not even here. Okay.
I trust all is well.
Good day, stranger.
Let's see what wares he has. Nothing really good. Let's max that just in case I have. Okay, I already have the max. Immunity to sick and irritating. I don't want to make myself sick, so that can go in there. Okay. Where would she make him comfortable? I just wanted to talk to him to see if he had anything going on. Nope, I guess not. So let's go ahead and rest. Let's do +3 for the resolve. This should trigger White March Phase 2 DLC. As you sleep, you are buoyed and buffeted by the vagaries of dreams. They tumble and thrash about you and fill your mind's eye with pale, glittering motes. They resolve into a light snowfall and a biting northerly wind. You recognize the mountains of the White March rising around you, and you shiver. You see Stalwart a few miles away, quiet and still but for a few curling streams of smoke rising from the chimneys. Durgan's battery is perched above it, its shadow stretching into the valley. Above it all you hear a deep, slow rhythm. At first it sounds like a distant drumming, but then it grows louder, cracking through the dry air and booming from the mountain peaks. It builds until you feel it reverberating beneath your feet. Watch and listen. Each thud comes louder and faster than the next. Thunder echoes from the mountaintops as great sheets of ice and snow tumble down the slopes. But the rhythm keeps building, shattering frozen lakes like crystal saucers. New ravines split through the mountains as old chasms fill with snow and scree. A rockside buries Stalwart, and Durgan's battery is shaken into rubble. Shadows rise over the mountains, the vanguard of a massive army. You flee, you tumble from the foothills and bound across the deerwood, feeling the rumble of the advancing army all the while. Barricade yourself in Caed Nua. Caed Nua rises from the forest, its mended walls reaching out to you like a pair of strong arms. You barricade yourself within the great hall as the pounding grows closer still. It rattles the foundations of the great keep, and just as the masonry begins shaking loose, you hear an unholy battle cry coming from your courtyard. The ceiling collapses and sends a cascade of bricks and beams onto your head. You struggle to wakefulness, kicking at the bedding, nodding around your legs. As you shake free of the last bounds of sleep, you hear a voice whisper something in a language you've never heard, and you see an image of 100 shifting, staring eyes. You awaken, feverishly warm and covered in sweat. So we can go back. Actually, before we leave, we're going to change characters around some. Okay. Okay, so we still have a quest for her.
Is another foreign colony.
But not for him, not for her.
If you say so.
Very well.
Okay, so we got 4 melee. Level 15. Let's just keep it to the next level. Okay, let's do that in the Wall of Many Colors. Spell Mastery. Let's do Concussive Missiles. Let's not do anything. We'll save those points for later.
Following your lead. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Yes?
Actually, we need to dismiss him.
Safe travels.
Add him. Because he has books.
Very
Dismiss
well.
him, add her back.
If you say so.
Sorry about got some inventory management to do.
See you when I see you. Hey.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shift makes it quick. Let's level these guys up. He's using axe and spear. Battle axe. Spell mastery. That's actually pretty good.
Need something?
Saber points for next level. Ranger abilities. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, that's only if the pet dies. That prone thing for the pet might not be too bad. That might be good though too. Yeah, let's do takedown. That's cool.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Let's do survival. Let's do that. That's pretty good. Yeah, gunner. Okay. Let's actually find all the books, grimoires. Oh man, this is gonna take forever. How slow it's being because of the sorting. Much better. I'll just scroll through the damn pages. Here comes the Lord of the Rings music. Okay. Check and make sure there's no new spells he can learn, since he's such a higher level now. Out of the older grimoires that were sitting around collecting dust in the stash. So far, nope. Had to check though. Okay, so that's a big Noperino. So, let's change up our... Let's see. Still need him, he's not max level. Need him, he's not max level. Need her.
I will wait in the place of your strength.
Need him. Anybody else not max level? Him. But I need her because I still have a quest.
Need something?
Yes?
How may I help?
Following your lead.
How close are some of these people? Pretty dang close. So I could do the quests.
Yeah.
Like this one. I think this may have to do with a place I visited, because I was all through White March DLC 1 and never got this. So I may see if I can do that quest and get the experience needed for some of these people. Just make sure. I definitely need to take her with me because I have a quest for her still. So let's see. Melee, caster.
How may I help?
Ranged. So 3 melee, 3 ranged.
Right.
Alright. But I'm going to save there and call it a stream for now. I may be back later, overnight. I'm not sure. I need to get some food. As soon as I saw that what I had done was in fact just DLC 1, I knew we weren't beating the game tonight. Because DLC 2 is probably going to... I think DLC 1 took me 10-15 hours. DLC 2 is probably going to do the same. So I'm not even close. I'm probably a good 15-20 hours still from beating it. So let's just save our game there and call it a stream. We'll be, maybe this weekend we'll beat it, between Saturday and Sunday, but even that is suspect. I'd have to stream 10 hours each day, and I've got other responsibilities, so I'm going to call it there. I appreciate everybody stopped by, and y'all have a good evening. Ponzeric out.